And during this portion of the presentation, we will review the non-healthcare benefits and perks available to you as an employee of the University of California. Now, the UC does not participate in state disability. Now, if you have worked in the state of California before, you will have seen a deduction of SDI come out of your paycheck. And if you've ever needed to be out for a personal health condition, you would have submitted a claim to the EDD for income replacement. Again, the UC does not participate in this program. Now, in lieu of state disability, the UC has developed its own disability policies through Lincoln Financial. Please note that if you do not actively enroll for the voluntary disability plans, you will only be eligible to receive the basic benefit, which is only $800, and it is fully taxable. Now, as a new hire within your PI, you will be automatically approved for any voluntary disability programming you actively enroll for. Now, if you decide to enroll at a later time, then you will be required to submit a statement of health with Lincoln Financial, and there is a chance that your request for enrollment is not approved. So your best bet is to enroll for these plans as a new hire when there is no approval process. Now, all employees are automatically enrolled for the basic short-term disability plan. This program has a 14-day waiting period and a benefit maximum of $800 and lasts for 6 months. Note that this benefit is fully taxable, so the take home is substantially less than $800 and will likely not be enough for living expenses. This is why we highly recommend that you enroll for the voluntary short-term disability plan. This program has an income replacement benefit of 60% of your salary up to a monthly limit of $15,000. And then only a percentage of the benefit is taxable. And as the name suggests, it is short-term in nature and only lasts for 6 months. For this reason, we also recommend enrolling for the voluntary long-term disability plan, which begins at month 6. Now, the benefit amount is the same as the short-term disability plan, which is that 60% of your salary up to $15,000 and extends through when your disability ends and your doctor releases you back to work, or when you reach Social Security retirement age. Now, next we will review the cost and benefit for the disability plans. Now, as a reminder, you are no longer paying into state disability since the university does not participate in SDI. Now, the cost of the voluntary disability plans at the UC are based on your age and salary. So, for example, take a 34-year-old making $50,000 a year. That person can expect to pay approximately $14 a month for short-term disability and $7 a month for long-term disability. And if this employee was paid on a biweekly basis, then this would equate to just over $10 a paycheck. Now, with that $50,000 salary, this individual is bringing home a gross amount of $4,200 a month. Now, if this person needed to be out of work for a personal health condition and they did not enroll for the voluntary options, their pay would be drastically reduced to $800 a month, which is fully taxed for a maximum of 6 months. Now, if this person enrolled for that voluntary short-term disability plan, then their disability income would be increased to $2,520 for up to 6 months, with only a percentage of that benefit being taxed. So as you can see, the $14 a month cost just to have the benefit more than pays off since the monthly benefit increases by over $1,700. And then to receive any pay after being out for 6 months, this individual will have needed to enroll for the voluntary long-term disability. Now, for a $7 per month premium, this individual would receive a benefit of $2,520, which is not taxed. So, though we are not permitted to advise on what plans you should enroll for, we do highly recommend enrolling for both the voluntary short-term and voluntary long-term disability plans to provide income replacement in the event that you are out of work for a health condition. Now, the UC's life insurance policies are administered by Prudential. And like the voluntary disability plans, as a new hire, you may enroll for supplemental life insurance without underwriting. In other words, you will automatically be approved. Now, if you wish to enroll at a later time, then you will proceed through the statement of health process for approval. Now, you will be automatically enrolled for the UC paid basic life insurance, which is equal to 1 times your salary up to $50,000. Now, for many, this may not be enough, especially if you're the head of a household, supporting a family, or have such liabilities as a home. So, for that reason, you have 5 additional options to go on top of that basic policy. You have a flat $20,000, and then you can have 1 times your salary all the way up to 4 times your salary to be paid to your survivors if you were to pass away. And then you also have options to enroll for dependent life insurance. Now, if you do not enroll for the supplemental life insurance for yourself, but you choose to have dependent life insurance, then that benefit can only be $5,000. Now, if you enroll for the supplemental life insurance for yourself, then your spouse's benefit can be half of whatever your election is combined, and the child life insurance benefit can be up to $10,000. And then the UC also offers accidental death and dismemberment insurance. This is an additional life insurance that you can enroll for to be paid out in the event of a loss of life, sight, or limb due to an accident. Now, next, we will review some additional benefits and perks that are available to you, starting with identity theft protection. Now, the UC offers an employer-paid identity theft protection program through Experian. This comprehensive package includes program features such as credit monitoring, identity theft insurance and restoration services, dark web and proactive monitoring, device protection and online privacy, and digital financial management. Now, enrollment in the program is automatic, though to take advantage of all the program features, you must set up an account. The identity theft protection would extend to you and your dependent children up to age 18. In addition, the UC also offers a legal plan through a company called ARAG. Now, this is a benefit which provides legal services, including advice, consultation, and documentation preparation for a myriad of needs. Now, each type of service will provide a set number of hours with an attorney. Now, please be mindful to enroll any dependents who may be involved in the legal proceedings. So, for example, a spouse with whom you are creating a trust to ensure that they are afforded the attorney's covered services as well. Now, one great benefit that comes with this program is also identity theft protection. Now, if you've ever lost your wallet, you know how stressful it is to ensure your personal information is safe. ARAG is there to provide that level of protection, including $1 million in identity theft insurance. Now, note that if you do not enroll for the legal plan as a new hire, then you will have the opportunity to do so during open enrollment or within 31 days of an applicable qualifying life event. Now, this benefit is deducted on an after-tax basis, so you're able to cancel at any time. Now, keep in mind, it is much easier to get out of this plan than it is to get into this plan. Now, we mentioned the Health Savings Account, or HSA, during the medical insurance portion of this presentation. Now, the UC also offers flexible spending accounts, or FSAs, which allow you to do something similar, defer pre-tax dollars for healthcare or daycare expenses. Now, WEX is the administrator for the UC's FSA plans, and the plans go into effect on the first of the month following when you enroll. Now, let's begin with the healthcare flexible spending account first. Now, if you are enrolled for the UC Health Savings Plan, you do not have access to the FSA as you will be using your HSA to defer pre-tax dollars for health expenses. However, If you are enrolled for any other of the UC's medical plans, or even if you've waived medical coverage completely, then you may certainly enroll for the healthcare FSA to pay for those out-of-pocket medical, dental, and vision expenses for yourself and your family.
Now, for 2026, you may enroll for up to $3,300, and this amount is advanced to you for use by way of your WEX debit card or through reimbursement. And then, so long as the account balance is at least $25, unused funds of up to $680 will roll over into 2027. Now, the next plan that we will review is the Dependent Care FSA, which is for daycare or elder care expenses. Now, please note that this plan is not for health expenses for a dependent. If you wish to put aside money for your family's health expenses, then you will want to enroll for that healthcare FSA plan that I mentioned previously. Now, the annual limit for the Dependent Care FSA is $7,500 per household. And if you and a spouse are both enrolling for this type of plan, please plan accordingly so as to not exceed this limit. Now, you may use your WEX debit card for your Dependent Care FSA, though the funds will not be front loaded as they are in the Healthcare FSA. And if you have unused funds at the end of 2026, then you will have through March 15th of 2027 to utilize your Dependent Care FSA funds.
Now, one very important note is that you will be required to actively enroll for an FSA each year during open enrollment if you wish to continue it. Unlike your other health plans, your FSA enrollment will not carry over into next year. Now, the UC also offers three supplemental health plans through Prudential. These would be accident insurance, critical illness insurance, and hospital indemnity. Now, the accident plan pays cash benefits if you receive services related to an accident. You can cover yourself and family members on this plan, with the premiums ranging anywhere from about $9 to $26 a month. The critical illness plan provides a lump sum payment if you are diagnosed with certain critical illnesses. You can choose an amount between a benefit amount of $10,000 or $30,000 for yourself and your family members, and the prices range from about $4 to $157 a month. And then the hospital indemnity plan pays a predetermined dollar amount if you are admitted into the hospital due to an accident or an illness or for maternity care, and continues to pay a cash benefit for every day that you're in the hospital for up to 31 days. Now, the cost of this plan ranges from about $16 to $42 a month, depending on if you enroll any family members. Now, these plans are available to those who are eligible for full, mid-level, or core benefits, as well as their qualified dependents. Now, a couple more notes on these plans. Please note that these plans are not a replacement of your other benefits. So, for example, your medical plan will pay the hospital for services rendered. Your disability plan through Lincoln Financial will provide you with income replacement if you need to be out, and any death benefits are paid through Prudential's life insurance. Also, premiums for all three of the supplemental health plans are deducted after tax, meaning benefit payments are not taxable to you when you have a qualified claim. And then lastly, because these benefits are deducted post-tax, you are also permitted to cancel these plans at any time. Now, that said, please be mindful that these plans are only available to enroll when you are in your new higher pie during open enrollment in the fall, or if you have a qualifying life event. All right, and then on to our favorite slide of the day. As you can see, we love our pets. Here are some of the photos of the feline and canine buddies of the Health HR team. But all that is to say that we have pet insurance, which is administered by Nationwide. Now, you may enroll a cat, a dog, a bird, a small mammal, or even an exotic pet. And then after a $250 deductible, which if you've had a pet, you know it's not difficult to reach, you may choose to have either 50 or 70% of your vet costs reimbursed. And then the annual limit for reimbursements is $7,500. Now, unlike in human insurance, though, pre-existing conditions are not covered. Now, one great perk about this program is the pricing. Whereas other pet insurance policies are priced based on the pet's age, The UC's plan cost is based on the type of pet that you have and where you reside, and then the costs will not increase as your pet ages. And if you are interested in enrolling, you may reach out to Nationwide directly, online, or over the phone. Premiums are not paid through payroll deductions, so once approved, you will be set up with direct billing.